fantastic art book that is out right now, and you're looking at it right here. Alex Ross Unseen 2020 art book. He sent it in, and I'm like, I got to show this to the community. This is for my personal collection, but holy smokes, this thing is so cool. And there's an aspect of the Alex Ross production, the content that he makes personally to be released from his own company that I want to highlight here today, because this is something that I didn't even really realize until starting to do the show and covering different things that Alex puts out. Going to be available on alexrossart.com. It's a hardcover. It's limited. There are signed editions with extra like pinup sheets, so you get some like special artwork. 72 pages of unpublished artwork full of pencil sketches, markers, drawings, and full color printings. And it's available Black Friday, November 27th. Hence why I really wanted to show you this right now. I'm sitting here going through it, geeking out about what's in here. And then I'm like, oh, I got to tell the community that this is going to be on sale in 2 days. I didn't realize that this isn't even known to the community, that this is even coming to existence. Well, it does exist, but to the rest of the world here beyond my living room where I was geeking out, because we've covered other Alex Ross art books before. Last year we did one. The edition covered a bunch of unseen stuff, and it was like a low-key kind of a biography, but it wasn't. It was an up-to-date what is going on, happenings with one of my favorite artists in the game. And it hit me. Like, when I got this book, what this is like Alex Ross's form of communication with his audience. That's what this is. This isn't just like, oh, it's an Alex Ross book and you've seen a bunch of this art before and it's a retelling of his biography again. Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff at Marvel, dude can draw a wicked Thor. Okay, we know all that information, but what makes these types of books different, and it hit me today, is that you're getting up-to-date commentary. Like when we read the Marvelocity book, there was commentary about the industry, and there was work in there that had come out within the last 4 months. So what you're actually getting is like an ongoing connection with the creator, and what better form of a way to get to know your creator, to find out what's new and just interesting things about them. It's not going to be social media for Alex Ross. You're not going to see that. He's too busy. He's doing his thing. It's here. And I realized that today because I'm going through this again, and I'm finding out that he's speaking in this text about the situation with pandemic and what it's like right now to be at home. Like there's aspects of this that you can tell that this has been done recently, and the fact that this is being produced by his team, this is his way of communicating with his audience. So I'm not going to go through everything. This is unseen stuff. I don't want to spoil it because it's really cool stuff and it doesn't exist anywhere. I think you should get the book. I think it's worth it. It's hardcover. It's gorgeous. And I kind of got this look at that. Are you kidding me? I didn't take the slipcover off yet. Look at that. That's some that right. That gave me chills looking at that. I've never seen that before. Ditko, Stan, Jack. Just take that in, comic fan. That's freaking amazing. I got to get that printed somewhere. Alex Ross, where you at? All right, but let's take a look real quick, because in this book, the first thing that he chats about, and I like to think that he's in the room with us right now, right? Comic fam. Alex is here. And he's talking about his request to do Fantastic Four, and he was going to get an opportunity at the title, but it didn't play out. So you get renditions of his takes on characters, just new designs, things that he was kind of testing the waters with, just seeing what he can do and what he was going to present to Marvel. And you even have commentary about the situation. It didn't happen. What was going through his head? Maybe a little bit about what went down. I digress, but the art, never before seen. And it's this unique style. Look at this invisible woman over here in the corner. I got to move this. You have to see it. She's like going transparent on the left side of the thing. It's just so cool. I love getting lost in pages that Alex Ross does. There's no one like this. No one like this in the comic book community. So aside from that, look at this dude. Dr. Doom, killing it. Total redesign of his cloak here. I love this accent. So cool. Okay, so there's also something really cool I wanted to continue to show you guys in here. Aside from going over that, we have the metaverse. It says here that, hey, let me actually, screw it. Comic Karma, We're going to read it. All right, let's just do it. It says here, I'm going to put it on the spot I'm reading so you can see it. A few years ago, my friend Jules commissioned me to do a series of singular artwork to be featured in a virtual gallery space presented by his company. The digital artists who built the virtual experiments of that artwork would be hung in and hovering within were astounding works of surrealistic fantasy. So forward to releasing the gallery through VR platforms, and the intended launch never saw fruition. As it happened, the various pieces would eventually be seen in person as part of museum exhibits of my work. Now, take a look at this. What he would end up doing is combining different franchises, different mediums, whether it be comic book mediums with, we hear Christopher Reeves, who was in cinema. Look at this. I would have been floored to see this in person. I've never seen a mixture of characters like this, and I think this is brilliant. It's one thing. It's like it's the multiverse, to a degree for our heroes in DC in this 1-2 page spread. Looking good with Adam West and Burt Ward there. I'm just digging this. So aside from that, you have, oh my gosh, right? Like look at this right here, George Perez, but it's Christopher Reeves. It kind of puts in perspective that we only see a fraction, like a tiny, tiny fraction of the output that these creators make. And sometimes it's for a purpose. And literally, we just went over like 12 pages here, and I won't go too far into it, but like He-Man universe, it's so dope. Star Wars and I mean, heck, look at this. Darth Vader fighting Superman. Like, you didn't know you needed it, but you're welcome. Now you do know that you needed this. And the idea that these moments, these things that take place in these artists' lives that puts them to work for days, like how much time does it take to make this amazing pieces of content? And what, the place didn't open up? Like they decided not to make the mural? Like they didn't want to, they run out of tax and they couldn't put up, like what's going on? Like, but for whatever reason, it didn't get made. The thing didn't happen. And then what? It's lost forever? Like, Comic Fam, if you want to go down a rabbit hole of frustration, look up projects. Don't look up like just the canceled projects, because that frustrates you. But look up the projects that didn't even get started, just the prototype work. I'm thinking of what's a good one? Benty. Benty is a great example. Ben Templesmith did Ghost Rider pages. Ghost Rider. Think of it. Ben Templesmith, 30 Days a Night, like Criminal Macabre, like everything that this guy's done. And Wormwood, surrealism and dark and his way of drawing flames, and then his ability to draw chains and smoke and negative space, and it's like digital meets not digital and Photoshop, and then all this mixed together in a freaking stew of Ben T goodness. And he made Ghost Rider pages. Like, you can find these on Google. Never happened. It just never happened. I don't know what happened, but that didn't happen, and it's a shame it didn't happen. This kind of stuff is a shame to not have in print. You can't get this anywhere. And I'm realizing now that I'm a collector. I need this. And honestly, where are my other artists at? Like, there's other people that I follow that I would love to get, I get tired of Twitter. I'm getting tired of, it's cool. Like, I'm here for the community, but Comic Fam, I'm not big on following a bunch of people for purely entertainment value. I like getting my comics in comic form. I like communicating with my community via social media to be social, not to just keep tabs on Twitter. Like, we have Key Collector, shout out, use code Tom101 to keep up on the market. Fortunately, I don't really need to be refresh type of lifestyle. It's not my gig. This is ability to be up on someone in the industry that this isn't anywhere else. And I think that's fascinating. And it's a aspect of a collectible that is akin to collecting a comic book to me, because I'm getting kind of an update from one of my all-time favorite creators. Anyways, Comic Fam, peep the site, alexrossart.com. It goes on sale Black Friday, November 27th, and promise is ready to ship it by November 30th. They have these things ready to go, and you won't be disappointed. I had a great time reading through this. I'm gonna have an even funner time to find out there's more that I need to get to fill in the back catalog, but also I'm looking forward to the new ones that come out. So I'm pretty stoked. Thank you so much, Alex Ross. We appreciate you supporting the comic community. That's so dope. I'm so stoked.